Alright, for your spooky Halloween cat, we're going to start with his face. Of course, his face is going to be a round circle. And again, on this one, it's important to draw lightly in case you want to change something later on. So, we start out lightly, we do a triangle for his ear, we go over to the other side to draw the other ear. If it looks off, the great thing about drawing with a pencil is we can go back and erase and we can redraw those lines to make them fit our other ear on the other side. Once we've got the ears, we're now going to do a couple of half moons. So it's basically a U or a half circle on either side. Kind of look like slices of watermelon. And just like our math, and constant difference, if you do it to one side, you have to do the same thing to the other. I'm going to then draw the eyeball in there. Remember, cats have the slant eyes. They have more of a slit for their eye than a round pupil. Okay, I'm going to color those in. Okay, Mr. Kitty's nose is going to be a triangle. The triangle does point down. From there, if you've noticed on a cat, their mouth comes down from their nose. You can see a line that comes down, and then it comes back. I'm going to draw that on both sides. Now remember, always draw lightly so you can erase. I'm going to draw down here the bottom part of his mouth, and then I'm going to make that come down a little bit more later. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that line there as well. Yep, see right here is where I can go down. Now I'm going to draw a couple of pointed teeth, his fangs, because he is a cat with fangs, kind of like Bunnicula. I'm going to color that in just so I can see where I'm at there. Okay, I'm going to adjust the bottom part of his mouth there. That's why it's good to draw lightly so you can erase later on. Now I'm going to put the inner part of his ears, which are just going to be two upside down V's. I'm going to give him some hairs coming up, some eyelashes coming up. And I believe I forgot to do his whiskers on this, but you can draw whiskers as well. So this is just going to be the face. I'm going to show you on the next part how to draw the body of the cat. Alright, for the body of our feline friend, I'm just going to draw a reference of a circle here. That's where your head was going to be. So when you draw yours, you can do the head and body, whichever direction you'd like, but I did that separate because the face has a little bit more detail. Okay, if you don't like, again, if you've drawn lightly, you can go back and erase. Think about our jumps on a number line. When we jump from one spot to another, that's pretty much what we're doing here on the cat. See, and I didn't like how that didn't match his head, so I went a little bit further after I erased. Once I've got that, we've got his back. He's going to be an arched up cat. And I'm going to ask you why would I draw his legs like a Y? Well, he has two legs, one in front of the other. And then the other one is going to be a V for my guide. So, an upside down V and an upside down Y. I'm going to then attach the first leg up to the front. I'm just going to do it very basic here. You can always go back in, of course, and add more detail. This is just a rough outline of what your body can look like on your cat. And if he's arched, his stomach is also arched as well. So I'm going to do an arch over his stomach. I'm going to add some depth to the legs here. This front one that's going to come down here. I'm going to put some paws on that one and go up to where his tail would start. Again, if I draw lightly, I can always go back and fix. And once I go to color it, I can always add more as well. Now I'm going to add his tail. Add some more detail there, some more fur onto his tail. And there we have the body to our cat. Again, draw lightly so you can erase and make any changes you need.